Hello everyone and welcome to homeschool. I'm Joanna, mom of Julian, who's not here with me today. He's usually in my videos. Mom of Julian, who's 9, and we homeschool. He is in 4th grade this year. So welcome if you're new here and welcome back if you're returning. We're glad you're here today because I'm going to be sharing something super fun and inspiring, or at least I should say I was so inspired, so motivated, so moved by this program that I actually got for free and for a review. It's a complimentary product for my review from a Melanated Gold Review Squad. So I'm going to be reviewing today for you guys Brave Writers Partnership Writing. It's a year-long language arts plan and 10 monthly writing projects for stage 2. All opinions are my own. Just so you know, I would definitely tell you if something didn't work for us or why, because different things really do work for different people. And I will say that this was like a blessing. Like it came right at the right time for us, where we were struggling with some writing. Reading, as you know, is something we do a lot of in here, but writing has been a little bit of a battle because Jam hasn't wanted to write, and when he does, it was just very short and like just very thrown on the page, and I was like, come on, like you got this, you can write. But I wasn't doing it with him side by side. And when I got this partnership writing, the reason I'm showing you one page is I do have the whole thing printed, but here's what mine looks like after spending some time with it. It is like the pages are written in, highlighted, tabbed, the works, because we are truly loving this program. So I always hear about Brave Writer, and I have the Brave Learner book by Julie Bogart, and I had started to read it and when it first came out, and I don't know what happened and I never finished. I was like, oh, I feel like I'm kind of doing a lot of these things in my house. Now I'm back to reading it because since I got this partnership writing, I am all in. I'm like, this is working. This is amazing for us. For us, again, I'm telling you what is working for us. And it's just that we have literally not changed our word because we didn't have a word so much this year, but right now it is partnership. We are partners. Every time something comes up and Jam needs help, is like, hey, don't forget, we're partners, we're doing this together. So now we're really side by side. So before I get into like the little things that I love about what we've experienced so far with partnership writing, because we're going to continue using this for the rest of the year, and I'm actually going to be, I did already start purchasing some more of the Brave Writer products for this school year, which is, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know not what I had planned for language arts, but I feel that it is a perfect fit for us. So a little bit about the partnership writing is, and it's intended for 9 to 10-year-olds. Of course, you know your child's best, and I think as I was going through it, like if you have an 8-year-old who can do these things, then I think it would be definitely doable. Or if your 11-year-old needed help with these things, it would also be doable. So I took some notes from their webpage and from the material itself, the partnership writing itself, the plan, to share with you guys. So the first thing that they had said was like, do you wonder how much support to give your child's writing? And this was something I didn't even think about. So we have, like I said, a curriculum for language arts. We actually had 2, our base curriculum and then an extra one we have purchased this year. And none of them talk about really helping your child, like being there, sitting with them, doing it side by side. This really showed me that I was in that mindset of, it's writing, you do it. If I write it for you, that's not original, that's not your work. And really, since getting this, my mindset has changed. Now I am there. Now we're writing together. Now I will write it down for him. I will type it up. We are doing word games. We are having a blast, and I can already tell only a little bit in that it's making a world of difference, and I can't wait to see where it'll end up at the end of the school year. So again, they said, you know, are you worried that you might be helping too much, or your child too little to become an independent writer? And at the end of the day, isn't that the goal, just to make them the independent writer? So with the partnership writing, they are going to give you like a year-long language arts plan and 10 monthly writing projects. So that's a school year's worth of writing projects. So we did start it. And these are developmentally appropriate. They have step-by-step instructions on them. So we have gotten to project 1, week 3. But now after we finish project 1, which I believe is 4 weeks, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yes, it's 4 weeks. We're gonna stop because then I did purchase the dart for the one and only Bob, because I think that I want to try this with him. I will probably also be getting the Writer's Jungle, I think it was. And so using all the Brave Writer, yes, it was the Writer's Jungle. I was looking at my notes of what I wrote. Yes, because I feel that it'll all work together. And if I would have known about this at the beginning of the school year, I would have just bought the Growing Writers bundle. So I did get the dart, which is for, I have it written down. The dart is for ages 8 to 10, and arrows are 11 to 12. He is 9 years old, so he's right in between that dart age. But some of the arrow books were also books we have, or that we would enjoy, I think. But someone recently told me that their child read the Free Baseball, and they literally sent me a picture of the book and told me their child thought of my son when they read it, and that he would love it. So I went ahead and ordered the arrow for that one as well. So we're planning on using the darts and arrows along with the partnership writing, which is why we kind of have stopped it. And because, not stopped it, but just, he's just waiting for me to start this one. We're gonna finish the whole first project before we start this, and then we'll start the dart and along with the partnership writing. So this is gonna help, it helps you in so many ways. It helps you create that environment, a language-rich environment. One of the things we started to do that was on the partnership writing was these they said word games, and we wrote a poem together. Like I would put one word, he would put a word, and it created a poem with the, like, you know, those like little magnetic poem tiles with that. And then they were talking about having a copywork jar. So we are all things wizards, magic, witches. So we actually are making a copywork cauldron. And we are picking some poetry and some verses and some parts of books that we really enjoy and that he's really enjoyed that he wants to have in his copywork cauldron. And then they'll be in here for copywork, because they kind of give you a, let me see if I can find it, a sample routine for partnership writing for your language arts. And it's, you know, it has copywork, and it says copywork arrow, so I guess you'd be doing it from your arrow or your dart. On, let's say, Tuesday, poetry tea time. Then Wednesday, your copywork jar or a word game. Thursday, read about literary elements in the arrow. Friday, free writing. Every day, topic selection and research for your writing, for your partnership writing project of your choice. So there's 10 projects in here. We just went in order. We went with the first one because it was super cool. And if you watched any of our videos, you know that we've just kind of been not studying, but just having fun with detectives and spies and all that. And the first project is called Secret Codes. So writing in code, so much fun. He's loving that. So we went with that. And then because I didn't have the arrow or the dart or anything, I wasn't able to do those other days. So that's why I purchased it, because I do think that when I put it all together, it's going to be amazing. So they do give you, like, this is like a sample month of fall, and each week is pretty much the same, but a little different. We were already doing poetry tea time, so that's great. Now we're working maybe more a little bit on memorizing the poetry as well and having fun with it. And in all honesty, I've loved it. I mean, just the fact that now we're partners and we're working side by side on language arts is a big deal to me. So again, I have things tabs. I will go through this with you. I feel like I'm a little scatterbrained and just like jumping from point to point because there's just so many little things. I probably should have put an order of how I wanted to discuss these things with you guys. But I was just having so much fun with it. But it's perfect for him because he's just learning how to really write good sentences. And sometimes he does tire. So of course, having that partner is great. And it's just about giving him that language-rich environment in the home. It has the perfect writing projects for him. And just really teaching me to give him the support that he needs. So the partnership writing itself comes with 3 parts, which is, the first one is language arts. So they talk to you about poetry tea time, weekly movies, nature study, art appreciation, music discovery, reading books, and wordplay. And I've enjoyed all of it. I've got so much highlighted in those pages. It's like having a book plus helping you plan a routine plus projects all in this bundle here of this partnership writing. And then they give you, like I said, the routine for language arts. And they do talk to you about the difference between a routine and a schedule, which is wonderful. We are more of routine people because I do like to, if something comes up, shift our day towards doing that thing that might only come up once in a blue moon. So we are very big on routines, so that's perfect. And they give a great explanation as to why routines are, wonderful. It might not work for everyone, but for us, it definitely works. And then they go into, in part 2, oral language, recitation, introductions, oral narrations, and intentional conversations, which is great. It's great to have intentional conversations. And then part 3 is the writing program where you get the 10 projects. And there's things like the secret codes, homophone mini books, the 5 W's, month of days, mail order catalog, just different kinds of writing projects. I won't go into all 10, but there are 10 of them. And I think that, let me see if I can find it. The thing that really, in the introduction, not even getting past the introduction, I already knew that this was going to be amazing for us. The first thing I say is the partnership writing is the most overlooked stage of development in the writing journey. Because of school, we've been brainwashed to believe that once a child can manage a pencil, any help is interference. We worry that our assistance steals from the child's original work. So we really have kind of been ingrained to believe that. And I know how much I work side by side with him on other things, but because I assume he writes words and he can write a couple sentences, that he can write. But I shouldn't assume. I should be there. I should be his partner. And so really, it's been amazing. And it's still his work, and I'm just there with him. So it's just funny how we seem to take that out of from writing, but keep it with other subjects in school. Let's see. And, I'm not going to tell you everything it says, and I've highlighted because, I think it's totally worth getting this. But it's just telling you to give the support that matches the need for your child. It's different than taking over. You're just giving them that extra thing that they need. You're not doing it for them. So, and it will motivate them. How else will they know how to do those things unless I am there doing the things he doesn't know how to do or helping him with the things he doesn't know how to do side by side. So now we're partners and we do that together. And I really cannot explain how happy I am with the program, doing it. The projects that they have in here are wonderful. The tips that they give you to make this wonderful, rich environment for language arts, wonderful. And we have enjoyed it like I said, to the point that I plan on getting the Writer's Jungle. You can tell this has been loved on. This was not part of my review. This is something I purchased because I want to incorporate it, which was the one and only Bob Dart and the free baseball from the Arrow. So once we do those two, I think I might purchase a bundle instead. And now I can see what everybody has really, not everybody, because I know that Brave Writer lifestyle isn't for everyone. But for those who it does work for, I can see what it's about, and I can see how it's going to make us closer, and it'll make it more fun, more inviting. And we already have such a love for books, so the writing part for that to hopefully finally click here is a big deal. So the fact that it's been fun and easy with the projects that we've been doing in here is amazing. The fact that he wants to do the word games, or that we're gonna pick things to put in our copy work cauldron. It's wonderful to me. I am so excited, and I'm here as his partner. And I don't know, I'm sure maybe eventually I would have came to this realization. I don't know, but it was definitely it's one of those things where you have friction, right? You bring up writing and your child's like, ugh. And for me to bring it up, it's like, ugh. So it's been totally different since we started this, and I can't recommend it enough. Again, it's the partnership writing. It's for the 9 to 10-year-old age range, from Brave Writer by Julie Bogart. And just the projects, all the wonderful things in part 1 about language arts, it really all spoke to me. The oral language part as well, all of it just spoke to me. And I really hope you guys will give it a shot. I believe on their website, you can get free samples. Obviously, it won't be the whole thing, but you can get free samples. And like I said, you can see I'm like highlighting everywhere. I've got sticky notes so I can know where to go, where I'm at, when I want to do certain things that I read in here, what things I want to remember for our everyday language arts. It's amazing. And I love, again, that they give you a sample routine, not a schedule, but a routine, which makes such a big difference. It's just really, and they give you one for each of the seasons as well. And I can't recommend it enough. I'm in love. We're in love with it. And I really hope that you'll try it out, especially if you have a reluctant writer or a child who doesn't enjoy writing, or who's not maybe progressing the way you thought they would in writing once they knew how to write words or a sentence or two, which is what was happening for us, and our other curriculums weren't doing it. And since finding this, is he writing stories and paragraphs? No, but he's enjoying the writing process, and I can see that how it will lead from where we are to the end results. And so again, I hope to share with you guys in a few months where we're at since using this, because as of right now, we're loving it, and I can't wait to continue using it and adding in the darts and arrows that we got, and hopefully getting more. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this review on this product. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments and I'll answer. I know I've told people that I've spoken with how much I love this, and I'm praising it, and it really has worked for us. And it was really, like I said, landed in our laps at the right time for us, and has made that part of language arts, especially the writing part, that much easier for us. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review on the partnership writing from Brave Writer. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer to the best of my ability, and I can tell you how things are going for us. And I will also link the Brave Writer below, and I will also link Melanated Gold Review Squad, so you can go see reviews on other Brave Writer products from the other members of the review squad. All right, thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you soon. Bye.